The house was too cheap, even in this market. Greg thought he'd hit the jackpot, an old Victorian mansion at the edge of a sleepy town, surrounded by overgrown hedges and twisted oak trees. The listing had been up for years. No photos of the interior, just a cryptic one-liner, a fixer-upper with history. The realtor spoke fast, avoided eye contact, and handed in the keys with a grimace. "No one's been inside in years," she said. "Just don't go into the basement." Greg laughed it off. He shouldn't have. The first night the house creaked. That was expected. It was old wood, after all. Pipes groaned, the wind whistled, all part of the charm. But around 3:17 a.m., Greg sat upright in bed, sure he'd heard something different. Something whispering. Not the wind, it was beneath him, under the floor. He told himself he was dreaming and went back to sleep. The next day he explored the house. The living room had sheets covering old furniture, thick with dust. The kitchen smelled faintly of rotten meat, even though the fridge was empty. Upstairs, one of the bedrooms had scratch marks along the walls, vertical grooves that reached from floor to ceiling. In the hallway closet, he found a trapdoor. He stared at it for a long time. He didn't open it. Not yet. Instead, he tried to make the place feel like home. Cleaned, lit candles, played music. But every night, like clockwork, 3:17 a.m. came. And so did the whispering. Words he couldn't understand at first. Then slowly, night after night, they became clearer. "Let me out. He's still down here. You're next." Greg recorded the sounds, played them back during the day. Nothing, only static. He started sleeping on the couch, then not sleeping at all. He tried to invite friends over. No one stayed longer than an hour. One friend left in the middle of a conversation, muttering something about seeing someone crawling behind the curtains. There was no one there. Eventually, Greg opened the trapdoor. It led to a narrow staircase. The air smelled of iron and mildew. He descended slowly, flashlight in hand, each step groaning under his weight. The basement wasn't a room. It was a tunnel. And at the end of it, a door. Steel, rusted, with claw marks. Something banged from the other side, 3 knocks, then silence, then, "Greg!" It said his name. He ran. Of course he ran, who wouldn't? But that night, he didn't sleep at all. Because the whispering no longer came from the floorboards. It came from inside the walls, and then from the ceiling. And then, at exactly 3:17 a.m., the whispering stopped, and a voice, clear and human, said, "You opened it." Greg called a priest. The man took one look at the house and refused to step inside. "There are places God doesn't go," he said. Greg didn't believe in that sort of thing. Now he does, especially after what he saw crawling out of the trapdoor the next night. A pale, emaciated figure with no eyes, moving like it was learning to walk for the first time. It didn't attack. It just stood there and whispered, "Trade." Greg doesn't own the house anymore. You do. You just moved in. And at 3:17 a.m. tonight, you'll hear them too. The whispers beneath the floorboards. But this time, they're not asking to be let out. They're asking why you came. And they are hungry.